Hi Pisces, welcome to your new moon in Scorpio reading for November 13th, 2023. Scorpio is an intense sign. It is death and rebirth, right? It's the Phoenix card, being reborn from our ashes. And the direction this reading is going in is the number 8, which is intention and discovery. So we're intending to discover something and we're going to put a lot of energy behind it. Or there is a lot of energy that you receive through a discovery. And that is something that happened with me today. I'm a Pisces, so Saturn's in our sign. I highly suggest the the YouTube channel of Astrology with Heather. She had a really good Saturn return video today that I listened to that really opened my eyes. It really helped because Saturn is a difficult energy to move through. And Saturn being in our sign, our Saturn return is putting us through some difficulties. Even though we're almost a year into it now, we have 2 more years to go. But there was a discovery there for me, and it really helped, and it really kind of lit my fire again. So I'm very grateful for that. I highly suggest it, Astrology with Heather, and looking at her, the video that she put out on November 11th. That's today. So see if it does you any good. Okay, now, that is the direction that the reading is going in. Let's see what your focus is. The Hermit. That is the discovery, seeking and finding the Hermit. We're seeking out some information, some knowledge. We're digesting that information and knowledge, and we are turning it into wisdom. The card reads, knowledge, wisdom, elders, experts, searching, and isolation. You may, I don't know if Pisces seeks out gurus or not. I think they like to be their own. But we certainly seek out the information to become our own guru, right? At least I do. Maybe you look for help outside, but this is seeking information. For me, it's seeking information, whether it comes through a book, a website, a person, your own experiences, your inner self, your higher self, whatever. We're looking for information. We can be feeling a little bit lonely, or we can be very internal during this period. It doesn't feel negatively aspected yet, but I will say that the Hermit card can be, on the negative side, can be a doomsday energy. Like, oh, all is lost, and no, it's not, it's never going to be good, or the world's going to end, or whatever. It can be very doomsday. But otherwise, it's an accumulation, right, number 9, of a cycle that you've been through, and kind of digesting the things that you've accumulated, the information and knowledge that you've accumulated through that cycle, and digesting it and coming to some good wisdom through that. And in that way, when somebody comes looking for that information, you have it for them. It's available to you, or you can disseminate that knowledge and wisdom yourself. Okay? So what I'd like to do is to lay out all the cards now, other than, I'm going to lay them all now. So the first column is the column of where you find yourself at the beginning of this new moon, what is just getting started for you at this time. It's a new cycle, so what you may be beginning, or what is just happening to you, what's beginning for you around this period. This is you. The second column is you and how you deal with the whole situation, your behaviors and what you think about it. And the third row is what comes of it, sort of the outcome of the next 2 weeks to a month, because it is a new cycle. It probably continues on to the next month. The full moon will close out cycles. Okay, interesting. All right. What's happening? Where you find yourself? What is starting new for you? There's some instability. Unstable efforts is the Seven of Swords. This is probably a very unique and unusual strategy. It's the number 7, and the frequency of 7 is unusual. It's not your cookie cutter kind of energy. But it is strategizing, making plans, figuring things out. How am I going to do this? But there is some instability with it. He's taking the 5 swords from the enemy's camp, so they can't be used against him. That's his strategy. But he doesn't know. Maybe they're going to catch him, or maybe they're going to still use those 2 swords. There's some instability there. 4 of Wands tells me, I like this card. It's, I'm trying to, I'm trying to understand what it has to do with 7 of Swords, but it's shared joy. Okay, so maybe there's a party or a plan, or you're going to be joining a group that you're not quite sure how it's going to turn out, right? Or how you're going to get there, or how once you're there, things are going to work out, that kind of energy. But this is a very nice energy. It's people who think like you, who act like you, who invite you into their situation or their project or their shop, right? This can be the marketplace as well. We love what you do. Why don't you join us in our endeavors, right? But there's still some kind of like, I'm not sure. I don't know how it's going to turn out, or how I'm going to get there, or if I even want to. It's that kind of energy. But there's shared joy. It's a rite of passage as well, the 4 of Wands for me. So this can be marriages, sweet 16s, your Saturn return. That's definitely a rite of passage. Anything like that kind of thing. And so you have with that the Page of Swords. This is my Taurus card. Okay. So this can be a person that we're dealing with. They are detectives. They want to find out all kinds of things about the situation, probably because it feels a little bit like open-ended with that 7 of Swords. And so we're going to be looking into more information, looking online, talking to people, podcasts, websites. It's that kind of energy. And so really diving into looking for more information. Again, the Hermit, seeking that and discovering, right? Discovering. So we're going to look for the information, but we'll definitely find it with the Discovery card. And we're going to do what we can to find out all that information so that we can make something that we're building or working on stable. And to be quite honest with you, that is exactly what I discovered during this morning, listening to the Heather's astrology report. Of course, I did more delving into, okay, so what house is Saturn in for me? What sign is it in? I had to look further into it, and that's what I mean. You may get a little bit of information, but you, with the Page of Swords card, are really going to delve into it and really get to the bottom of what it is that you want to explore here in this scenario. And we're going to clear those clouds in our mind, and that's exactly what I felt. I mean, it's quite exciting, to be honest. Okay, so you and how you're dealing with the whole situation. You have the 5 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. So these are things of the earth. This can be your health, and this can be finances, right? But it is things of the earth that we are dealing with here. In this case, these are 2 mental cards, right? Thought and mentality, and our passions, energy. So the 7 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, this is the lack card, right? A lack mentality. It can be like everybody has, but I don't. It's outside looking in. Everybody has a nice warm house with a burning fireplace that makes it so cozy, and all I have is this space heater. You know what I mean? It's that kind of energy. And but it is dealing with a challenge together, right? It may not just be you in this situation. It may be an entire group of people or with somebody else, but it's challenges that we face together. 5 brings instability, so it kind of matches with the 7 of Swords here with an unstable effort or instability. Can be financial instability or it can be health-wise. So what do? We're looking for information that helps to change the way that we do it on the next round. So we've had our fruits from what we tried, right? We tried something, it didn't quite work out with the 5 of Pentacles, or it's not stable enough at this moment. Maybe it didn't offer you enough financial reward for the amount of work that you put into it, right? And the 7, so we're waiting for our fruits to ripen here with the 7 of Pentacles. This is what we got from this is the harvest that we got from our hard work here with the 5 of Pentacles that didn't quite make the grade. And so we're being given the opportunity with the 7 of Pentacles to be like, okay, how would I do it next time or when I redo it, right? I have to keep working on this. I'm halfway through. So what am I going to tweak? What am I going to change? What am I going to add? What am I going to subtract with that 7 of Pentacles? It is definitely a persevering card, but it's also another 7. So it's a kind of a think outside the box kind of energy. And it can be something really unique and strange that you come up with that 7 of Pentacles, right? Instead of growing tomatoes, I think I'm going to go for a rutabaga, and who eats that? I don't even know what that is. I know, I know it's weird and I've never eaten it, I don't think, but I'm going to, try that because who's doing that right now? And it's an off-brand or it's a strange vegetable, you know what I mean? Or maybe I go back to what do they call it? The tomatoes that nobody grows anymore. I lost my word for it. Heritage, right? Heritage tomatoes. It's something that's from way back when. Nobody's doing it anymore, but you know what? Regular tomatoes didn't cut it for me, so I'm going to do something different. That's this energy. And it's successful with the 6 of Wands. Now, this is bringing that group into victory, right? So we're halfway there. We haven't finished the full cycle. We have 2 more years to get through Saturn, right? So, but we've reached a pinnacle where we're like, hey, I just made some headway, or I just figured something out that I really have this good feeling about that I'm going to pursue. Let's take a quick victory lap. Let's be grateful that we found this information or that we've listened to this podcast and it's brought us to a new pinnacle. And then after that, we know that there's a lot more to go, right? We still have a lot of work to do, but we can be in a better direction, feeling more balanced and bringing balance to that imbalance and instability that we've been experiencing, right? We're bringing a little balance there. So nice, really nice. Yay me. The outcome are partnerships and a new focus. So this is quite interesting. These are partnerships, choices, and on a very emotional level. So this can be unions with someone or something that is very different from us. But there is the mirrored heart connection. There's something passionate that is mirrored in this other person that I can relate to, that I can join in with. I can unite with that person on this particular thing, on this particular passion that we both believe in, right? That's the Two of Cups. And there's something that can be healed through this, which I find quite interesting. And it can even be a discovery of, I feel like this is the discovery, but it can also be a discovery of, oh, this person has this passion too. Let's collaborate, let's unite, let's join in a union and create something wonderful. Let's manifest and skillfully manifest something new through this creative passion that we share, right? So the Magician card is your vision. It's your vision, it's your concept, and it's something that you're just getting started with. But when you say it out loud, right? Words have energy. When you say, I declare this, I am, that's this card, I am. I am what? I am this. And that's what I'm going to create. That's what I'm going to be skillful at. That's what I'm going to do. So be it. That's what's happening here, right? I'm going to be skillful at this particular thing. And I'm going to do it with some help of other people, right? So maybe we are seeking out somebody who can give us more information, somebody who can be, who has a similar passion that we can unite on. And all of your decisions should be weighed against your initial concept, against your initial vision. So let's say you want to start a podcast on relationships, for example. You're going to gather information and understand relationships. You're probably not going to gather an information on how to grow tomatoes, right? It doesn't match up with your vision. It doesn't match up with your concept. I know that sounds simplistic, but that's what I mean by all decisions should be weighed against your initial vision, your initial concept. This gives you strength. This gives you courage. This pushes you further on to the next 2 years with Saturn, right? Wherever you are with your Saturn return. This is a very healing card, so there is definitely something that's being healed here. And this can be the feeling of the lack mentality. I'm not good enough for it. I'm not worthy enough. I don't have all the information. I didn't graduate with my master's in this. It can be that kind of energy. And somehow we get the courage to balance that ego out and just get the work done. Do it. We just do it, right? We just have the sun on our back and we're just saying, you know what, maybe I don't have it, but I can get it. Or, you know, I have other experiences that I can use. It's that kind of energy. It is your ego, right? Because this is associated with Leo, and Leo is ego. This is taming the beast within. And so we're going to tame that energy of I'm not good enough, I'm not strong enough, I'm not whatever enough. And balance that out. Wow, these are great cards. Thank you for the intensity, Scorpio, with another water sign, right? The Knight of Swords is what Spirit wants you to do. Unstoppable. Unstoppable. Nothing can stop this. It's fantastic. Unpredictable. So there may be some... So the Knight of Swords is something and someone that comes in rather quickly, that changes things. He's the knight in shining armor that comes in to save the day. In this case, for me, it was information. And information, or it was Heather, right? Heather came in. I got to see her video, and it really helped. I mean, it really put things into perspective. And so... focus, right? Into perspective. Courage, that's the strength card there. Aimlessness, that can be this card. Oh, I don't know where I belong. I don't know if it's going to work out. Aimlessness. Impulsive. Basically, that's it. But I think we're unstoppable at this point with this particular reading. We have the strength behind us. We have the sun behind us. We have our internal fire that is the flame within, that is I am. It was a really good reading, Pisces. I hope you find the what you're seeking. It's out there for you. And again, Astrology with Heather, if you want to check this out, it's on YouTube and it's about her Saturn return. And we are in our Saturn return. You have 2 or 3 of them in your lifetime. Wherever you are, you can find out what that purpose is. And Saturn is difficult. It's a difficult sign. You learn things the hard way, but you learn them forever. And so it's really important. It's not easy, but it's important. And this is a moment where we can burn off the excess of lack mentality or the difficulties that we're going through and turn it around. And it looks like that's what's happening here. And that makes the next 2 years far more productive, right? Okay. Yay, us. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you for listening. I will return. I hope you can feel my enthusiasm because I really have turned the wheel here. Thank you for listening. I hope you do as well. That's my wish for you. Thank you for listening and take good care. Bye.